Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Arsenal join the race for Rashford, and Arteta weighs in on Man United's Champions League qualification. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Arsenal poised to make Marcus Rashford move permanent. The uncertainty surrounding Marcus Rashford's future at Barcelona has sparked feverish speculation regarding a potential move to Arsenal in the summer transfer window. These rumors have gathered pace following comments from Gunners legend Emmanuel Petit, who has urged Mikel Arteta to snap up the English forward without delay. Petit is convinced that Rashford's attributes would be a seamless fit for the tactical blueprint Arteta has established at the Emirates, providing a sharper, fresh dimension to the Arsenal frontline. On the flip side, Rashford's stint at Barcelona currently finds itself at a crossroads. Despite a promising start to his loan spell for Manchester United, a recent dip in form has left the Blaugrana hierarchy wavering over whether to trigger his £25 million permanent release clause. Manchester United are keeping a close eye on the situation. Under Michael Carrick's stewardship, the club appears ready to part ways with Rashford permanently to bolster their own transfer kitty. Given these circumstances, Arsenal have emerged as serious suitors, ready to lock horns with the likes of Aston Villa for his signature. Arteta's admiration for Rashford's versatility, his ability to put in a shift on the wing or lead the line as a central striker is a driving force behind the links. Should Barcelona ultimately decide against making the move permanent, North London is tipped to be Rashford's primary destination as he looks to reignite his career back in the Premier League. Mikel Arteta opens up on Manchester United's Champions League qualification. The battle at the business end of the 2025-2026 Premier League season has finally reached a definitive conclusion for Manchester United. A dramatic victory over Liverpool at Old Trafford on Sunday officially confirmed that Michael Carrick's Chargers will return to the Champions League stage next term, a monumental achievement following a rather testing period of transition. That win also sees United firmly entrenched in third place with a tally of 64 points from 35 fixtures. The Red Devils now have 3 matches remaining, trips to Sunderland and Brighton, and a home clash against Nottingham Forest. Securing a spot in the 2026 Champions League serves as a massive vindication for Michael Carrick, who has been showered with plaudits from the Old Trafford dressing room. Club captain Bruno Fernandes remarked that Carrick's composed nature and organic approach have restored the club's true identity, which had seemingly gone missing. Under his tutelage, the players have regained their swagger in transitional play, a tactical shift that proved decisive in toppling Liverpool. Carrick's presence has provided more than just technical stability. He has breathed life back into the club's DNA, ensuring every player feels they have a skin in the game regarding the team's long-term vision. Special praise has also been reserved for the youngsters, particularly Kobbie Mainoo, who feels his talents have been truly unlocked through the manager's unwavering faith. Carrick's bravery and blooding youth, coupled with his ability to instantly bed in new arrivals like Benjamin Sesko and Matheus Cunha, has been the catalyst for United's surge to third in the table. While Carrick has remained humble, attributing the success to collective graft, the players have been vocal in their support for him to be given the job on a permanent basis. For them, qualifying for Europe's elite competition in the 2026-2027 season isn't just a box ticked, it's the dawn of a more stable and promising era under Carrick's leadership. Beyond internal factors, United's return to the top flight of European football is being hailed as a signal that the Premier League's traditional powerhouses are finding their feet again. Football pundits have noted that United's consistency in picking up points during the crunch time of the season demonstrates a level of mental fortitude that many had previously questioned. This success not only secures a hefty windfall from broadcasting rights and sponsorships but also bolsters the club's pull in the upcoming summer transfer window. A window expected to be the moment Carrick puts the finishing touches on his squad to mount a genuine title tilt next season. Meanwhile, the Old Trafford faithful have begun drawing comparisons between Carrick's instant impact and the transformations overseen by other managerial heavyweights in the league. With a Champions League ticket in the bag, the United hierarchy has now shifted its focus towards long-term contract talks for the 44-year-old. Pressure from the Stretford end to make Carrick's status official is mounting, as he is viewed as the man who best understands the club's culture while delivering tangible results at a time when competition from established rivals is fiercer than ever. Amidst the euphoria of Arsenal recently reaching the Champions League final after knocking out Atletico Madrid, Mikel Arteta took a moment to weigh in on his rivals. For Arteta, the return of a club with the sheer stature of Manchester United to Europe's elite competition was an inevitability given the rebuilding process currently underway. He observed that under Michael Carrick, who took the reins in January, the Red Devils have rediscovered the identity and consistency that had previously eluded them. The Spaniard insisted that he welcomes the prospect of even stiffer competition next season, suggesting that the resurgence of a rival only serves to spur Arsenal on to raise their game and maintain their status at the summit of world football. Arteta's comments come during a period of immense positivity in North London. Although his primary focus remains on clinching both domestic and European silverware for the Gunners, he displayed great sportsmanship towards the achievements of a side that is historically one of Arsenal's fiercest rivals. He added that the presence of strong English contingents in the Champions League only makes the tournament more captivating. Arteta remains convinced that the exceptionally high standards of the Premier League have primed teams like United to mix it with the finest clubs on the continent. The supportive stance adopted by Arteta suggests that the landscape of English football in the 2026-2027 season is set to be a proper humdinger, with the traditional giants returning to the fore. Now, as Arsenal prepare for their European showpiece, Manchester United are beginning to draw up the blueprint to once again become a clear and present danger to all. Ultimately, United's return to the Champions League is not merely a win for one club, but a triumph for the Premier League, proving once more that it is the most competitive league on the planet, where every side must constantly evolve to hold their own on the international stage. Manchester United agree fee with Napoli for Rasmus Højlund's permanent switch. Manchester United have officially confirmed an agreement with Italian club Napoli regarding the permanent transfer of their young forward, Rasmus Højlund. The Danish international will change his status permanently for a transfer fee estimated to reach £38 million. This move marks the end of Højlund's service with the Red Devils after a period that was rather up and down. It is a deal that effectively draws a line under a chapter that many had hoped would yield far more silverware and goals. Napoli's decision to secure Højlund's signature was made after the club hierarchy felt satisfied with the player's performances during his loan spell. Although he hasn't shown remarkable consistency just yet, the Napoli management reckon that Højlund's playing characteristics are a brilliant fit for the Italian style of football. They have therefore decided to trigger the permanent purchase clause to hedge the player from the interest of other clubs. On the other hand, Højlund's journey at Old Trafford certainly didn't go as smoothly as imagined. Brought in for a massive fee from Atalanta, the burden of high expectations and the pressure of the Premier League appeared to be a tough challenge for the youngster. While he showed glimpses of promising talent, he found it difficult to find the back of the net regularly under the Manchester United manager. However, for Napoli, the £38 million figure is considered a very sensible long-term investment. Napoli remain entirely confident in the great potential Højlund possesses and are committed to making him a mainstay in their attacking line. Interestingly, this commitment was firmly made regardless of Napoli's final position in the league table or their Champions League qualification status for next season. This move has triggered an emotional reaction from various quarters, including Manchester United legend Peter Schmeichel. The legendary goalkeeper, a compatriot of Højlund, has openly stated his disappointment at his former club's decision to let the striker go too early. Schmeichel argued that United should have shown greater patience, as Højlund possesses an exceptionally special raw talent. Schmeichel believes that if given a bit more time to adapt to the physical rhythm of the English game, Højlund could blossom into a world-class striker. According to him, letting go of a gifted player like Højlund at such a tender age could be a massive loss for United in the future. This narrative reflects the unease of some supporters who feel the club has been a bit too quick to make a drastic decision. Despite the criticism from a club legend, Manchester United's management seem to have their own strategic calculations. The sale of Højlund provides a significant injection of fresh funds into the club's coffers. The £38 million is projected to be directly allocated to bolster the squad in other sectors during the upcoming summer transfer window to build a more competitive team. For Manchester United, parting ways with Højlund might be a pragmatic step to balance the books while restructuring the front line. With the proceeds from this sale, the club has greater flexibility to pursue new transfer targets deemed more suitable for the current manager's tactical scheme. This move is seen as part of the ongoing squad revolution at Carrington. Ultimately, the hierarchy believes that moving on at this stage is the most sensible way to clear the decks for incoming talent. Now, a new chapter awaits Rasmus Højlund in Italy, the place where his name first began to skyrocket. Playing in Italy with Napoli gives him a golden opportunity to prove his clinical edge without the sheer weight of pressure found in England. For all parties involved, this transfer is expected to be the best solution, benefiting the selling club, the buyers, and the player's career itself. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.